Do-it-yourselfer and has some tips on how to keep you wired correctly and safely.
I was working on my kitchen remodeling job and I was going to hook up some new circuits. So I came down to find out what my source was like, and this, unfortunately, is typical of a lot of houses here in Metro Detroit. All these different fuse boxes and different subfeeds and things. The problem that I want to focus on right now is different size fuses within the fuse box. I was noticing, hey, here's a 30 amp fuse, and that looks like a pretty small wire. Now that is a bad deal, because if you put a fuse that's too large into a fuse holder, it could cause the wire to catch on fire. It can burn your house down. I mean, in the old days, people would just like throw pennies in there, and it'll save them money on fuses. But if you overload that circuit, like putting on a toaster oven or any kind of electric heater, like an iron or even a microwave, it can really heat up the wire and start a real live fire. In here, there's one way you can tell. See this small wire here, like this big size wire. Now that'd be more like a 30 amp fuse type of wire. This is just like a regular 15 amp wire. So that was my sign that I saw right here. Hey, that fuse is too big. The problem was also, in the old days, all fuse bases were the same size. So you could have a 15 amp fuse or a 30 amp fuse, both with the same base, all right? A new way that they're trying to combat that is they have a different base now that you insert into that, and then each size fuse has a different size base. That way, if you blow a fuse and Aunt Bessie comes down to change the fuse, she's not accidentally throwing in like a 50 amp fuse in there. That's where the confusion comes about. People are just throwing in fuses to get it back up, or they only have a box of 30s laying around, and that's when the problem starts to escalate. For the Newsbeat Saturday, I'm Dale Cranston.
You can also write to Dale Cranston right here at the